talk will be about impact of climate change and the adaptation measure of people in Central Highlands of Vietnam. My talk will be very practical and use visible slide, so you can easily see the what happened on the ground of climate change impact. So you can easily see that in our Central Highland is firstly I would like to talk West Central Highland. Central Highland is the central in the middle of Vietnam. You can see in the map here, and Central Highland is about 16.8% of the total area of the country, about 5.4 million hectares, and about population 5 million people, and about forest area is about 20% of the forest cover of the country, and this is a kind of very fertile soil area of the country. So most of the cash crop like coffee, rubber, and pepper also planted in this area. And also because of this one, so deforestation also can play a lot of seriously in this point. You can see that later on I will show you that the slide of cash crop in this area. So you can see that in this Central Island have some problem highlighted below. You can see that a lot of deforestation, nature forest already clear cut for cash crop like coffee or rubber plantation. Like you can easily see in the slide, a lot of natural forest already clear cut for coffee plantation, and many other cash crop like in a picture over here. Not only deforestation but also land conflict happen between local people and state enterprise and private company, and you can see that this is kind of place for cash crop plantation. So it also happened that recently that cash crop have visible, not stable market price. Sometimes go up and sometimes drop down. So people easily chase after market price. Also problem in this one. And the other problem is that with cooperation among the producer, not only the international market demand, also domestic, also big competition between different actors, and lack of long-term land use planning. You see that most of area is still in hand of state owned enterprise. So a lot of conflict between local people and state enterprise. And big problem in this area, you see that because coffee plantation need a lot of water for irrigation, so the underground water reduce year by year, and a lot of problem already discovered in this area that people have to face a lot of water for irrigation in the dry season. And you can see easily that on the left side is population increase very seriously, and on the right side that forest cover also decrease. So you see that problem in this area is that many immigrants move to this area and destroy a lot of forests for agriculture and for other purpose. And recently, let's say the last 2 decades, the raining is heavily year by year, and different year, and you know that it's caused a lot of flooding in this area. So you can see in the picture that one year we have about let's say that 10 or 15 times for flooding in the Central Highland, especially in the lower level of lower valley of the river in Central Highland, and a lot of problem happen in for people in local people have to face. And you can see that not only flooding but also landslide also happen in this area. You can easily see in the picture that because of Central Highland is mostly very deep soil that of basaltic soil. So you can see that when people destroy for natural forest and with high rainfall every year and landslide happen easily. You can see that in the mountainous area, landslide happen yearly a lot of time. And the other problem is that in rainy season, but also in dry season, people have to face with the severe drop in dry season. So you can see that no water for irrigation, for paddies, rice, and for other cash crop like rubber or like pepper or coffee. And you see that in this area, people planted a lot of coffee, so they need irrigation for in dry season. So they dig a lot of how to say well. So also big problem is that underground water level is reduced year by year. Also big problem in Central Highland nowadays. And you can see that not only drop and flooding, but also disease, pandemic of cash crop, like the picture I show here is pesticide, a lot of disease and pest in coffee plantation. You can see that with the climate change, many new pandemic also happen in a coffee plantation. And you know that from this kind of impact of climate change, local people have to face a big problem, and then year by year they find a solution as follows. You can see that firstly they would like to adapt with the climate change. They have to do land use planning, participatory land use planning, which make use of indigenous knowledge of the local people in order to deal with the difficulty year by year, and make use of native species like agriculture and forestry, like instead of planting acacia, they can plant like acacia chimi or other diprocap species, and use suitable variety like Arabica coffee rather than Robusta, which need a lot of irrigation water in dry season. And agroforestry production have to diversify their, have the local people to diversify their product in order to adapt with the requirement of the international market, and apply new technology of irrigation in order to save water in the dry season, and increase forest cover by planting tree and restore natural forest in degraded area. And they applies many type of climate smart solution in coffee production, pepper production, even rubber and other cash crop in this area, and cooperate better of the value chain from production to processing, harvesting, and even export in an international market. That's kind of solution that local people have to face, have to deal with the difficulty impacted by climate change in Central Highland. I think that I have a quite short presentation, but I expect if you have any question, please, Ray. Thank you very much.